Hello, everybody out there on Facebook Live. We are gonna just open the doors in a moment. Thanks for your patience. Glad you're here to sing with us today. And here we go. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. So glad so many of you are able to join today. 55 folks and counting, still popping into the room like little pieces of popcorn. And it is so lovely to see all your smiles and your happy faces. Thank you so much for bringing such great energy to the room. Hello to everybody out there on Facebook Live, and hello to the folks in here. I see we have Elise Witt with us today. Thank you so much, Elise, for being with us, one of our song leaders and the fabulous Jenny Jenkins video production crew. Arlene from California, great to see you today. Annette from California, hello. Deborah in Kentucky, hello. Hello, Ida. There's a small person in the room, always bringing us joy. Ida coming in from Cambridge, glad you're here today, sweetie. Hello, Jane from the UK, glad to see you. And Sue in California. Hello, Julie, nice to have you with us today. And Sheila in Florida. And Terry, hello, glad you're here. Sarah in Texas, hello, nice to see you today, glad you're here. And Doug in Vermont. And Susan in Ohio, hello. And David in upstate New York. And Rick and Mariana, also one of our song leaders in the room. Hello, Rick Pagliari, glad you're with us today. Barbara Dean, hello, nice to see you today. Glad you're here from Massachusetts. Nicola from the UK, hello. Marnie in Charlottesville, hello. Karen in Utah, hello. Bonnie in Idaho, hello. Kathy in Virginia, hello. Glad to see all these smiles. Karen in Arizona, Carolyn in Idaho. Gay, hello, nice to have you with us today. And Busy in Maryland from Carpe Diem Arts, hello. Nancy's Irish Cow in Washington. Lisa in Indiana, hello. Judy, nice to have you. Christiana, glad you're here. Hello, Diane, coming in from DC, nice to see you. And Barbara, nice to see you. Kevin in New Hampshire, yesterday's birthday boy, glad you're here again, Kevin. And Luda in British Columbia, hello. Fran in Colorado with Dale in the background, hello. And Steve in Baltimore, hello. And Susan in Seattle, and Anne in DC, Gary in Western Mass, hello, nice to see you. And Janet and Peter in Toronto, hello and hello. Glad you guys are here today. Storm in Massachusetts, Lynn in Connecticut, Dion in Massachusetts, Janet in Georgia, Jenny in Victoria, Dally in DC, and folks who are, let's see, not on, Jamie in BC, hello, you just popped up. And folks not on video, Janice, Kachina, Danny, Joni, Sandra, and Isabel, Beryl, Lois, Greg, Gwyn, Valerie, Tora, and if I missed you, I am so glad you're here, even though I didn't say your name. Thank you for being here today. And again, hello to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Welcome to the Washington Rebels Carpe Diem Arts Daily Antidote of Song, day 281, I think, or 2 today. Glad you guys are here. For anybody who's new to us, we're here every day at noon Eastern time doing exactly this thing, getting together, cheering each other on with big smiles, and maybe a lot of wind coming out of me as I do this without taking a breath. And at 72 people, that actually is a little challenging. So now we're all going to breathe. Ready to go. That was a nice little moment of quiet, actually. Thanks, gang. All right, a couple quick announcements. The lyrics are going to be in the chat. There's a donate link in the chat if you can help us keep this going. All of the money that comes into this program through you goes directly out to the performing artists who are leading us in song. My email's in the chat if you have questions, comments, or suggestions, or you want to be on our daily email list where we send out the song leaders and the lyrics in advance. And a special thank you to Binta Kulabali coming in from San Francisco to run the tech for us today. Thank you, Binta. And also a special thanks to Reggie Harris, one of our regular leaders from week 1. Thank you, Reggie, so much for being here today. And Thank you for bringing us a new face to our room. We're very excited to sing with Sloan today. I'm going to turn it over to you, Reg, and you are up moving forward.
Well, thank you, Joe. My goodness. I have, since the new year started, I've been busily working on this and busily going here. And I'm sitting in Philadelphia today, so I'm not at home in upstate New York. I'm here to finish recording my next CD, and today is probably the last day of mixing the tracks. But I haven't been able to come and join you all, and I haven't. Days have just not led me here, and I knew that I was missing something in my life. Not only your beautiful faces, but that rush of energy that Joe Rassi provides on such a frequent basis. So I am just breathing this in today, and I also have the opportunity today to share one of my friends. Sloan is someone that I just don't see very much, and I don't see enough. But every single time I think of Sloan and what she does in the world, it brings not only a smile to my face, but it also reminds me that when I sing, to invest myself fully in the song, fully in every note, because Sloan is not only a great singer, but she's a great teacher and a great, she has done so much for me in terms of helping me to sort of involve my total self in songs that I sing. And so it's wonderful to have my friend Sloan Wainwright with us today to lead us in song and to share her beautiful spirit with us. So Sloan, it's so wonderful to see you. What do you have for us today?
Okay. Thank you for inviting me. And Joe, thank you so much. This is just brilliant. I'm thrilled. And it's new because I actually didn't know what you guys were doing. So I feel like I'm in on the I'm on the inside track, which is really cool. And I have to say, I need this today. This has been a beautiful meditation for me. Uh, Reggie reached out and asked if I was available to sing a song. He told me to a sing along song, but I, of course, didn't hear that because I'm not really a sing along song kind of a writer. But when Joe reached out to me last night towards the midnight hour and said, a sing along song is what we need, I panicked. But guess what? I have one sing along song that I've actually figured out how to kind of play it, which is great. And it's perfect. It's a perfect prayer that I need. So I thank you. I thank you. It's called Help Each Other Through. It's a song that I wrote 4 years ago when Donald Trump was uh, elected. And I was at a songwriting retreat with a bunch of songwriting pals in Scottsdale, Arizona, and myself, along with Sue Riley, Glenn Rothell, and Karen Drucker, as we sat in the living room just shaking our heads, looking at each other. This song just came sort of floating down from above. So I want to teach you called Help Each Other Through. What do you think, Reggie?
I think we're great.
You think we're
I
good?
think we're ready.
Okay, cool. So it's in the key of A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing you the chorus, and then I'm going to teach it to you. What do you think about that? So you can take it in. You got the lyrics. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. So the first line goes like this. I'll sing it once for you, then we'll sing it all together, okay? All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. Let's try that together. Here we go. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. Then the second bit goes like this. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Let's do that together. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. So let's do the whole chorus together. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Twists and turns, unexpected, day by day, moving on. I don't have all the answers, come what may, right or wrong. Here we go. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Crashing waves touch the shore. Time moves faster every day. Ebb and flow, no control. All that's left to say, all we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Let's do it one more time. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. And help each other through.
Oh, my. Boy, did I need that today. Well, I know, Sloan, that first of all, thank you so much for coming to join us and for bringing the passion of your presence into this room. I know that you are not a song leader in the way that so many of us have in
No, I'm not.
yeah, and we have been in so many spaces where we've had song leaders and songwriters, and sort of that tension of a more personal performance. I know the songs that you write often are sort of interior and complex, and that they're an opportunity for people to listen and to connect to deeper parts of themselves, and not necessarily in sort of joining in a group. But you do the same thing that song leaders do in the songs. I know when I first contacted you, I was telling you that I was asking you to come and do a song that you wrote years ago that speaks to my heart every day. The fact that in whatever way we are looking at the world, and in whatever way we see ourselves in the world, and we compare ourselves to where other people are, that we are enough. And you said much too far in the distance to sing that song.
I don't even. Yes, I know the song, and it's somewhat impossible. It's an impossible composition.
Well, fortunately, it is recorded.
It's recorded.
And the name of that song again is
Called "I the Lady."
I the Lady. Yeah,
On my 1997 release from Where You Are.
well, I tell you, it's still, songs last, and they lodge in the heart. But this song speaks to where we are, and it speaks to the difficulty of, and this is 4 years ago that you wrote this song, but in fact, it just speaks to the complexity of our lives, that things change and challenges rise in different ways, and we don't have answers,
No,
and we don't have clear ways forward. It's just really great to think. I know some of those names of the people that you wrote this with, and what they do in the world. So you want to talk just a little bit about maybe the songwriting process and how you kind of think about what it is you're putting into the world.
oh yes. Well, I have to say that as far as songwriting goes, I'm a message oriented and energy oriented, without sounding like too much like a too woo woo. But the energy in the song, what is it that I'm really saying? Um, I love words, and I love to sing. I love shape and color and form. I love making things. You know, I feel very grateful that I'm wired to be a creative in the world, even though it can be hard. I mean, as I was saying to Joe earlier, I am so grateful for the music at a time like this. This year, I mean, it's astonishing to me, all of the shifting. So with my songs, and I do other kinds of writing. I do essay writing, and I write poems. So I do prose and poetry as well. But my songs are definitely infused with messages, mostly empowering messages. I'm called to write like that. At times it may feel somewhat didactic. And what I've learned at age 63, a person who's been writing songs, imitating others writing songs since I was about 7 years old, is I trust it. Just trust it. And I commit myself to making art, frankly. So as an artist, I trust. And often I allow the song to lead me. And I love, in regard to songwriting, I love co-writing. I love working with other writers and writing with other writers who are of, not exactly the same. They don't come from exactly the same place that I do, but I love that sharing of energy and the communication. And I love hearing what other people have to say. Like, I don't have to be in charge of everything. So that whole process of creating something with another person or two other people, making a song, bringing in ideas and messages, creating form, melody, color, shape. It becomes a thing of beauty, a thing of healing. I mean, I believe I could go on and on about this. But trust. I trust it. Because you know what? I'm like totally not in charge. I'm not. I'm not in charge. These songs come from places. These are not like personal. They come from places, and it's words and music. It's a beautiful, mysterious thing. Gotta say.
trust is such a huge word in the arts, in life in general, in terms of, we trust each other by gathering here, and bringing whatever it is we bring to this circle, and we offer it up, and of course in this format we don't all get to say what it is. I mean, we have the chat, and people, communicate in the chat, and they talk about, whatever they want to add in. But, there is so much a lack of trust in our nation at this point. We are just suffering from a pandemic of mistrust and misinformation, and a lack of humility and humanity. I'm sure that in so many ways, this, as with all of us, this time has been challenging for you as well.
Oh yeah, please. Yes. And there have been many, many amazing, everything kind of sped up, a little bit. So a lot of changes came down pretty quickly. Um, and you know what? For a person who's getting better at change, many of the changes have been positive, but not at all what I would have expected. So there's been many surprises that have come up with this pandemic, including today.
Well, we're happy to be part of that. And I just think back to, I think it was 2017 when I was working on my CD, and I was at my wit's end because I was having so much trouble with my voice and so much trouble with my confidence. And fortunately, I came to teach at the Cape Cod Songwriters Gathering, and you were teaching there. And I came in with this idea that I was broken and that my voice would never respond again because I was fatigued and I was on the road. And again, it was another one of those times when I said to you, could I meet with you, and maybe you can help me to recover my voice. And you walked in the room, when we finally found, 20 minutes to sit with each other, and you said, sing me something. And I sang whatever I sang, and you said, you are fine. Here's something to think about. And you talked about trusting myself. And it wasn't a mechanical fix. You gave me a few, things to think about in terms of air delivery and all of that. But it really was back to center yourself in a trusting of your body and your mind and your spirit. And I think for all of us, whether we're singing for a living or whatever we're doing, that message in this time, trusting yourself and then trusting the community that you live in to lead you through these times, because we can't trust that we understand going forward anything that might happen. We are certainly in a new landscape.
We really are. Yeah. It's scary. It's very scary.
Yeah. Well, it's less scary when we, gather here and I look and see these faces here. The song I'm thinking of today, and Joe mentioned, do you have anything to add? And, my mind's kind of filled with a lot of things. But, I always think back to the community that I grew up in Philadelphia here, and the songs that rose out of the African American community. And the song, there's one line that came to me this morning as I was thinking about it. With all of the things that are happening in this devastatingly frightening time, the song is We Shall Overcome. And it's not even about overcoming, which I believe we will. But it's of the time when folks were gathered at the Highlander Center in Tennessee, and the police attacked the place. And before they attacked, they cut the power and they cut the phone lines. And folks were in there, black and white people, and, a diversity of folks working for civil rights and justice. And the story is that as they sat and they decided to sing, the line that they sang was, "We are not afraid." And a lot of times, we project things and we say, well, we are not this and we are not that. And in talking to the people who were there that night, they said, were we afraid? You bet we were. You bet we were terrified that any minute they were going to come in and kill us all. But we sang that. And as we sang, the fear began to dissipate because we heard each other's voices. So I'm going to just ask our group here today to just sing that line out of that song together. We're going to get in our singing position. We're going to take a nice deep breath. And I'd like us all to just think about our community here spreading because we are not alone. We are in this all together, and the strength that is in all of our community circles from whence we come is enough to get us through. And that is exactly what your song is talking about today. Your song is telling us that, hey, we are not alone, and that we don't know what's going to happen, and we don't have to know what's going to happen because we are in this moment together. So we are not afraid today. 1, 2, 3. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe, oh, we are not afraid today. Deep breath. Sloan, what do you have coming up? How can folks find you, and what do you have coming up in what you can see?
Coming up with salad for lunch. And a walk. Let's see. I'm just putting the finishing touches on my new record, Red Maple Tree. And this song, Help Each Other Through, is on that record as well. On that project, that CD, and a download. If you want to find out about how to get Red Maple Tree, you can go to my website, which is sloanwainwright.com. No E and 2 W's in Wainwright. So I'm working on the record, and I'm doing. I work as a music mentor every day. So I'm working with all of my students, my private singing students and songwriting students, and I work at SUNY Purchase at the Conservatory of Music there. So I'm sitting in a chair doing Zoom every day. Working on my essay writing and staying pretty locked down up here in upstate New York. I have to say, staying very healthy, checking in with my kids and my grandchildren once a week, and just feeling good in general. Just working on staying in the moment. That's my mantra. Be in the moment.
Well, I haven't seen you physically for months or even on Zoom, but you look fabulous.
So do you?
So,
Yeah.
so whatever you're doing is working. So,
No hair color. That's what.
Who needs it? As you know, mine changed a while ago. So I'm going to ask you if you would lead us in that chorus a couple of times just to kind of set it in our bones.
Sure. Absolutely. Let's do that. All right, here's the chorus of Help Each Other Through. And shall we do it 2 times? What do you think?
I think 2 times would be great.
Okay, cool. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Here it comes again. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through.
Thank you, Sloan Wainwright, for all that you are and for all that you give. I can go on. Thank you.
Thank you, Sloan, so much. Thank you, Reggie, so much. That was absolutely the perfect coming together for the day. There really isn't anything else much needed to be said. If we just take just that energy with us throughout the day, I think we will be at least in the best place we can be for the day, in the moment. In the moment. I like that. So I'm going to say thank you again to Reggie and to Sloan. Can we all please give them a big round of finger flaps? And I am going to say goodbye to the folks on Facebook. Thank you so much for being with us today. And please do join us again the next day and the next day and moving forward.